For 12 long years, Mohammed worked to help the United States Army in Afghanistan. He did so as a translator, and he risked his life and he risked his family's safety to help the United States of America. As a result of his work as a translator, he qualified for what's called a special immigrant visa. He and his family got their visas, but his wife was stuck. And today I'm going to tell you the story of the incredible legal battle that we went through to get his wife the visa that she deserved. I'm Josh Goldstein. I'm an immigration lawyer in Los Angeles, and I'm all about helping people get unstuck so they can achieve their immigration goals. This case, Mohammed's case, came to me from an organization called Miri's List. I'm a huge fan of Miri's List. This is a nonprofit that helps refugees and their families so they can prosper in the United States. I'm such a fan that I even serve on its board of directors. If you're in a position where you can make a charitable contribution, please think of Miri's List. So back to Mohammed's story. He and his children and his wife, they went together to the consulate for their visa interview. Mohammed and his children were all granted visas. This is in the consulate in Kabul. His wife, however, they told her that she had to wait. They said it was something called administrative processing. So Mohammed and his children came to the United States as refugees, and his wife stayed behind in Kabul waiting for her visa to be processed. And they just assumed that it'd be a few weeks or maybe a month or so until she'd get her visa, and then she could come to the US, to California, to join them so the family could be together. A few weeks passed, a month passed, a couple months passed, years passed. Her visa was still stuck, and no one had any explanation for what was going on. They said it was something about administrative processing. Nobody even knew exactly what that was. There was some legal section called 221G. They were just giving them a bureaucratic runaround. Meanwhile, Mohammed is in the United States with his 4 children. The mother and the wife is stuck in Afghanistan waiting for the paperwork to be sorted out. 5 years went by. Finally, this case was referred to me from Miri's List. I filed a lawsuit pro bono in federal court, challenging the delay as unreasonable and a violation of the Administrative Procedures Act. I sued in federal court to see if we could get a final decision on his wife's case, hopefully get the visa approved and reunite them. What was interesting in this case is they scheduled a hearing, an actual trial. The judge, he was very skeptical, and he said, well, what's going on? Why can't they give her the visa? What's the hang up? It's been 5.5 years. The case is still pending. I want some answers. And the attorney for the consulate had no answers. He just said, well, I'm not sure what's going on. We're working on it. He had no real answers. So the judge was not pleased, and he said, listen, I'm going to set this down for another hearing. I want you to come back, and I want you to give me some answers. Why can't the visa be issued? Can't they just issue the visa from another consulate? Can they do something? Well, as soon as the judge set the second hearing, they immediately issued to her the visa, and she was able to leave Afghanistan and be reunited with her children and her husband. And I myself, as a father and as a human being, I cannot imagine the pain that this family went through by being separated. And I'm proud that I could help them, and I'm proud that I could help them pro bono. This all came about through the work of Miri's List. So again, please keep Miri's List in mind if you're in a position where you can make a charitable contribution. Thank you so much. Keep fighting, and I'll see you in the next video.